Welcome riding buddies, we're still here at Conondale. It's the end of the first day on the Saturday. It's starting to get the sun's going down, so you can probably tell by the light in the video here. But what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at Paul Chippindale's new acquisition, shall we say. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, John.
For coming on once again. We did a couple of Paul's bikes last year. This year, he's got himself a 1980 Maico. It's just an MC250 Maico, nothing too special, but we'll have a bit of a look at it and we'll see what we come up with as we go along. Now, make sure you've subscribed to John's Motorcycle Mania before we even get underway. It's a proven fact that subscribing to John's Motorcycle Mania will make your Maico actually have some horsepower. That's a real controversial one, that one. Especially around this man.
Gone.
Okay, Paul. I'm standing here and I see a 1980 MC250 Maico. But it's not that, is it?
No, it's not. It's the 1980 250 Works Maico for Kees van der Veen, if I pronounce that right.
I can't say the name.
Dutch guy. It has got a reed valve. It is also a different frame. It's called a lowboy frame. There was only 4 of them made. Kees had 2. Hans Meisch had the other 2.
So it's pretty rare.
And this is the only one left in the collection.
All the other 3 are now destroyed.
This disappeared. Gone.
Unbelievable. So this,
if you looked at an 80, that tank would sit up like that.
Okay, a lot taller tank.
A lot taller tank at the front, and the front end would be higher. So the frame was called the lowboy frame. This is the early 81 prototype frame.
Bloody awesome. Now, this didn't do too bad in the World Championships. How'd it go?
Finished second behind George Joe.
So, we don't just have a Maico 250, we have got a hand-built, one-off works bike that got second in the 250 World Championships in 1980.
Correct.
Okay, you've already run through the fuel tank. All this is a lot
Frame's
different.
Yes.
It's a
Racing's different. Head and barrel, totally different. It's got a reed block on it.
Now, so this is a reed valve engine. As you said, it's a different cylinder to what they had. Did this cylinder end up carrying over into about like 82, 83?
81 was your first of your reed valves on Maicos.
Yep.
And it's a totally different barrel, totally different reed setup.
To what this one is?
Totally different thing altogether.
Okay, so they didn't use this.
They didn't use this at all.
Okay.
This was just something for 1980. If you look at the head, it looks like a 73 head. If you look at the frame, the big head.
Oh yeah, it's the same.
Same.
Well,
head.
nearly.
And if you look on the other side, you can see where they've cut the fins down and welded blocks back in there to hold it all together, so they can get it to fit on this.
Nothing like Maico to recycle stuff.
Mate, it's, you know, two sauerkrauts and a sausage and a carton of beer afterwards. The interesting thing is, all the radials have 4 pins. All the from Magnum onwards, 78 onwards, you have 4 bolts on the base of it.
Yeah.
This doesn't. The back 2 bolts go straight up through the barrel.
Oh, through to the top of the cylinder.
I'm not sure yet. I haven't pulled it off yet. I'm not going to look. But I think they're there.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 pins straight through at the back, and then the studs at the front.
2 short studs at the front.
Yeah.
Running a Bing carburetor. Do you know what size Bing it is?
36.
36 Bing, reed valve. We don't know what's inside the cylinder.
No, we don't know what's inside the cylinder. I'm not going to look just in case I break it.
The bottom end.
Bottom end, standard bottom end.
So this is a 1980 bottom end.
I still think it's probably a 79, 80 bottom end, but I'm leaning more towards 79 bottom end.
Right, okay. So they just carried it over.
Carried it over.
We've already said the frame is totally different.
Yes.
Swing arm?
Swinging arms, standard. He started to use, his brother was White Power distributor in the Netherlands, and he did all his suspension. So the early ones had a different swinging arm, a box swinging arm.
Yep.
With really short shocks. You remember the years when they moved all the shocks right
Yeah,
forward?
they all moved creeping forwards, yeah.
He ran that. That was thrown away in 1985 because he couldn't figure out what it was for. He went in the skip. So we found the White Power shocks in the Netherlands. We put them on because that's the last thing he was using.
Yep.
Otherwise, yes, there's bracing behind all the plastics. The plastics are different. It's just, yeah, it's all weird. But I had it confirmed by Peter van Dert or something like that. He was the importer.
Yep.
He actually had it. He got it from the Maico factory, bought it. I've got the paperwork to say, this is Kees van der Veen's bike. You have just bought it.
Holy moly. That is absolutely awesome. Front suspension.
Front suspension is standard Maico, but it's been breathed on by his brother.
Right, okay.
So so there was white power stickers down the side of them, but they've since come off. We've got to try and replicate them and put them back on again.
Yeah. Custom MX to do that for you?
Okay, done.
Okay. Brakes. They look like standard Maico brakes.
Totally standard, but with magnesium front brake backing plates.
Okay, so they've just recast it out of magnesium instead of alloy magnesium.
Yeah. Back then it was standard for the magnesium backing plates. I wouldn't run it because it starts to weaken, and I know 3 guys that are face planted as soon as it breaks and falls over.
Yeah, it does shatter.
It does shatter. It's like the crankcases. Neil Hudson in 79, 79, I can't remember which year, he ran magnesium crankcases, but the bearings would spin it.
Yeah.
So it gets hot.
And,
Tolerances are different, so they stopped using the magnesium crankcases.
Cool.
So virtually it's a standard bottom end, but probably
Top end's very different.
Top end's totally different.
Pipe is a really cool one. What's the go with the pipe? It's got really weird, funny little welds on it and stuff.
Because they broke. And
it's so thin, I suppose.
So thin, and the sand specialist, so they just welded the extra bracing in and stopped it breaking up.
Fair enough.
Factory couldn't afford everything.
It's Maico.
That's it.
They were lucky to afford to put a rider on it.
And you know, you've got to buy your cartons of beer and the sauerkraut and the sausages, so for God's sake, just weld it up properly.
That's it. Plastics on this.
Totally. They're not original front and rear guards because when it came to me, they were really trashed. So I've got replica plastics on it. Tank's original, the side panel's original, the handlebars are original, everything else is except the front and rear guard. They were just too gone to use. So I put replica stuff on.
Yep.
But I've replicated all the decals that were on the original plastics and put it all back together.
Absolutely beautiful.
I'm happy with it.
Oh, mate, you've got to be. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to ask you how much you paid because I know you won't tell me because Rosie's.
Rosie knows.
Oh, jeez, you're lucky, and you're still alive.
Yeah. It's just
or there's some parts of you that are missing now.
No, it's just cost me another horse.
Fair enough. Yeah, she does. She's got her horses. You've got your bikes.
Yeah.
So, 1980, 250 works bike.
Works bike. Kees van der Veen, Dutch stand specialist. The handlebars. Look at the handlebars. They're low. Even Jeff Ballard said before, those handlebars are really weird, Chippy. And it's a sand specialist.
Yeah.
So you can get the front end on and pull it back.
Yeah.
So, his own style of front plates, his own style of side plates. It's just,
Yeah, absolutely cool bit of motocross history to go along with your other bikes. We've already done a video on your 83 Chuck Sun 490. Go back through my video, check that out. It's awesome, that thing. I'm not going into that bike on this video. But were you looking for this bike or did it just pop up?
It popped up like that one and then it disappeared.
Oh.
So I followed it up. Found out where it was and asked the questions. Asked a lot of questions. Say $37,000 questions. Whoa. But it's just unique, and when I found out it was right, that's got to be in the collection.
Yeah, exactly. Like you've got so many cool Maicos, and this one, it's just another one to have in there. One thing you don't have, I don't think you've got anyway, you've got a few, and I've got to get to his shed, his garage. It's not a shed, it's more than that, it's a bit of a museum. But like a factory 125.
No, I don't have that, but I've got 3. I've got a 71, a 74, and a 79.
125?
Yes.
Standard 125.
And then I've got a 768 125 road racer and a 71 125 road racer.
I've got to get up to your place at Gympie and check these things out. I've been trying to do this all year to get up there to check this out.
I keep putting him off because he's going to take half.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still going to hold you to you letting me have a ride on Chuck Sun's 490 Maico.
I'm going to have to rewind my brain for that one.
Yeah. Rosie will vouch for me.
I know,
Sure,
yeah,
she
yeah,
likes me,
yeah,
so she'll
yeah,
vouch.
she likes me.
So, Paul, anything else about this that we need to tell people?
No, not really. I mean, Maico was good. Maico used as much as they could from the factory, and it changed every week. They would try the short swinging arm, they would try the longer swinging arm, they would try the different shocks, but the engine never changed. Suspension was the big thing in the 80s. Everybody was chasing long travel. So
They didn't worry about how they stopped.
No, didn't have brakes. That's the worst thing about Maicos. The brakes are good, but not that bloody good.
No, it's one of those classic, iconic bikes that it's awesome to have it in Australia.
It's an era, and that's
an era. Yes, and it's great to have it in Australia now. Hopefully it hangs around for a very long time and we get to keep it here and in your shed.
Good, tell Rosie to keep me alive.
I'm going to inherit this one myself.
Okay.
So this has been absolutely awesome. Thank you, Paul, for sharing your Maico with us.
With you, John, anytime.
Awesome.
You're the first person that's done anything about this.
Anything on it, but no matter who does it, I'm always the most special one.
You are. That's my wife.
So that's been a look at Paul Chippindale's 1980 factory Maico that got second in the World 250 Motocross Championships. Make sure you subscribe to John's Motorcycle Mania. Go back through my videos. There's a lot of videos. There's quite a few on Conondale Classic Weekend in there that I've been doing. Check them all out. Go back through my history as well. You'll find Paul's Chuck Sun 490 Maico in there.
And the Kramer.
And the Kramer. We did one on his 73 Maico Kramer as well. It's in there. So there's some really good videos. There's a lot of other stuff. Check them all out. And we will catch you next time.